There's a phone call.
Hello?
Jan? What a relief. We thought we'd lost you.
Yeah, so did I. The base got caught in a huge sandstorm. And I lost part of my crew.
What? Your altars? How could you let that happen?
I guess I failed to make them feel safe.
Take responsibility for it.
They were so uneasy about their future, and that business with Tabula Rasa didn't help. Apparently, they thought they'd be better off in that cold, hostile desert than in my base.
You mean they ran away? And they're exposed to radiation?
They took the exploration vehicle and some supplies.
Tell me not all of them left?
No, we just got some.
Why?
The ship is close, Jan. You have to be ready for the arrival of the rescue team.
Ready? How?
They can't find out about your altars.
What? But didn't you say that you would handle everything? And that nobody will care as long as I bring back Rapidium?
They might not care how you got the Rapidium, but confronted with your altars, they will have to react. The board will not tolerate anything that could cast even the slightest shadow on the legitimacy of this operation. And the rescue team is on their leash. Do I have to spell it out to you? They will have your altars killed.
That's not good.
What? Killed? What kind of a rescue team are they?
They're a special ops unit. Military men.
You could have told me earlier.
Please, Jan. You always knew their primary mission was to escort the most precious cargo mankind has ever seen. Did you really expect them to arrive unarmed?
So you lied to me. That you'd prepare them.
I told you I'd test the waters, and that's what I did. But there is a lot of pressure on your success, Jan. A lot of anxiety amongst the top management. They can sense the vultures hovering around them, waiting for any sign of a slip-up. And they won't let them smell blood. They won't expose themselves.
So what exactly is your plan?
The rescue team will arrive shortly before sunrise. You have time until then to come up with a way to smuggle your altars on board. In the meantime, you need to keep collecting Rapidium.
Yeah, sure. Once we take off, what happens then?
You will all go into cryosleep, and as the ship approaches Earth, Lucas will take remote control over it and modify the coordinates. The ship will land in a secluded location I've been preparing.
Yeah, what about the crew? Like the military guys on board.
And what about the crew?
They'll be in cryosleep during the landing. And by the time they wake up, we will be far away. I have a lab ready, and a guarantee of immunity from people who understand. I'm moving operations to a more science-friendly region, somewhere Ally Corp won't get to us. And, most importantly, where nobody will ever find your altars.
So, you're really doing it? You're going rogue?
I won't sugarcoat it. We've come too far together for that. If you wanted to hate me, I probably gave you enough reasons by now. Truth is, when I first heard about you, your situation, I'd be lying if I said it all came together immediately. On the contrary, I didn't hope for much. An accidental castaway with no qualifications, all alone, burdened with such a responsible task. But when Lucas told me you did it, you created your altar and managed to convince him to cooperate with you, I couldn't help but fantasize about where this could go. Can you see? I've been waiting for something like this ever since they shut down Project Ela.
Yeah, Lena told me some stuff about that project.
I heard some disturbing things about your experiments. Is it true your patients, well, that they lost their minds?
Of course. That was the whole point. They were losing their old dysfunctional identity to gain a new, sound one. Whoever told you this must have heard some scraps of information and didn't have a full understanding of what we were doing. Yes, they were unorthodox things, but it was always about making people better. Project Ela was my whole life, Jan. Why would I devote myself to something harmful?
Because you didn't think it was harmful because it was going towards a better cause or something like that? Like,
You never stopped dreaming about reviving it.
You wouldn't be so surprised if you knew what we could achieve.
Lucas told me you wanted to help war veterans, patients with PTSD.
Yes, that was the initial scope. But we could have done so much more. But take, for example, the possibilities of re-socializing criminals by altering the experiences that led to their corruption. But why not go even further? Why should we limit ourselves to thinking only about altering the past? Why not be able to influence the future?
What? How?
The Tree of Life. You've seen yours, but it's just a projection, a rudimentary interface. Think about it. What if it was no interface, but an integrated part of the human mind, allowing us to live our lives exactly the way we should?
The way we should? What? You mean, make the right decisions?
Exactly. The human cognitive system enhanced in a way evolution failed to do in millions of years.
just try to do that.
To do something like that. Using your upgrade, I tried to alter myself into someone who always makes the right decisions.
And? What happened?
I realized it's more complicated than that. That what I thought were bad choices can objectively be good ones.
Exactly. This is where the real breakthrough should happen. We have to be able to define a choice as good or bad by an objective, quantum-calculated analysis of its outcome in an instant.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That sounds completely unrealistic.
I prefer the term difficult, but Rapidium can help make it so much easier. Imagine a world where nobody ever takes the wrong turn. Children are never harmed. There are no court misrulings because there is no crime. Greedy and corrupt individuals never come to power, and because of that, wars never break out. Can you see now why your success meant so much to me?
I mean, it's a great idea,
Do you
but
not understand that giving Rapidium away for any other purpose would mean robbing humanity of its biggest evolutionary leap since we crawled out of the primordial soup? Do you still think there is a better purpose for your altars than to contribute to all that?
it's a great idea, but it's not like I don't see any world in those that's even remotely possible.
I'm not their owner. They're people in their own rights. I can't decide their fate for them.
That's very noble. But in a way, you've already done that when you created them. Look, all I'm asking is several weeks in a lab where I can run some tests on them, collect data, and prepare for the bigger leap.
Several
And then
weeks.
what? They let them walk free?
You know I can't do that. It would be too risky for both of us and for them. But I could guarantee them a comfortable life. They would be hidden from the eyes of the world.
Imprisoned.
The only alternative for them is to be disposed of by the corporation, like waste. I think you need to take a breath. There's a lot to think about. How to smuggle your altars aboard that ship, for one. But first, you have to guide their navigator to your exact position. They'll need you to mark the spot with a beacon. Start with that, and then I trust you'll figure out what to do next.
Yeah, sure. By the way, I wasn't an accidental survivor.
What do you mean?
The quantum computer chose me. Seems I was the one who had the biggest chance of making it.
Well, doesn't that just prove my point? We are capable of so much more than we think, Jan. All we need to do is open the door and let that potential in. You'll hear from me again before the ship lands. Good luck, Jan.
All right.
Want me to go there, Chief?
Sure, go to the kitchen. I need to get out of here. And start walking. There is, looks like a deposit over here, so this is where I'll start heading towards. Oh shit. That's a fucking big guy.
Those rocks, they're shaped like trees. What are they really?
Rocks. Being surrounded. I'm just trying to get out here and put a deposit down, or an outpost down. So many of these fuckers. Mother of God. 2 steps and there's another one. Pick up these guys, I guess. Is this not a deposit? Oh, there we go. Organics. We need to chill out on these guys just a little bit. I'm gonna say it's not up here. Get some scanners down. Or maybe get a little warmer. I didn't see any cores in that bitch. So we're getting warmer this way. I don't have a... Maybe that's why I didn't see anything. Didn't have any energy. This way? Oh boy, okay. Okay, that's just a medium jump. Or climb, I should say. A little bit of radiation it never hurt nobody. Get on the other side of it. All right. That part should be good. Retrieve all those pylons. There we go. Put down automatic outpost. I've got to pylon it. I've only got 9. Is it not far enough? I just need to get it in the right spot. Why is it like... Okay, let's see. I might have to use... I don't want to use the long one because it uses up 5 of my pylons. I'm actually not seeing a good way around this, unless I do like that, and then maybe it's just like it gets blocked. Let's just do it a different way. So we know we're gonna have to get back here. So if we take a pylon and build out this way, obviously that hits that. Can I also get it to hit this somehow? Like when you're up in the business over here, like I feel like you could get it right there, but that's that one. That just loops around. Maybe I can go up here. My last energy. I think it's gonna run into the same problem. We're just getting blocked.
Light. I need to get there.
Does that show up on the map at all? No. Maybe I could put one up here. Somehow connect. I don't have any. Oh, I have a battery. Okay. This area is not the best to try and pylon in. Don't really need to do that because that just comes back around there. I need to try and find a way down there. Doesn't seem to work. There's no other routes. This was my best guess. My best idea was going here. There's just too much stuff in the way. I could definitely get to there. But then going from there I'll put it there. Just for right now. No, that's stupid. As I go... to... I don't think I can get even over there. Yeah, that's going to be in this area. I need to get slightly over there. I think I had this problem with one of the other pylons. So I need to... I need a pylon that can hit here. But then also... there's something I'm missing. Maybe if I do... Maybe if I do something like this. Because it'll be low enough. To not get blocked. I know I can't make any of these, but I just want to... Oh. It gets them both for a little bit. I'm tired. I got time, don't worry. Got 44 minutes. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, just to be completely honest. I'm just kind of... like, it's right there. But it just loses it. I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out tomorrow. I'm about to start getting radiation poisoning. And it looks like it's moving pretty fast. I need to get that because we need organics for food. I'm gonna stop here. Actually, you know what? I'll finish the day out. Kitchen. We have 3 people. Doubled 6. I don't want to do this yet because I want to do some of the optional tasks.
I hate not knowing what someone is plotting behind my back.
Totally understand that, mister. Let's end the day, and then once the day is over, my day will be over. On to what I believe is the final act. We were on the final act. Pause right there before anything pops off. But yeah, we're on the final act. We need to go find our dudes. Gotta get them back on the base. Gotta smuggle them onto the ship. And then kind of go from there. But there was that light. And those rocks that we saw. I gotta figure out how to connect those pylons because I need organics for food at the very least. And I mean, I guess I could go find a metals one so I can make more pylons, and maybe I could find something out if I had a little more amount of pylons. I don't know. Yeah, we will have to see what yawns get into when we come back later. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.